So you've recently been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes? What's next? Today we're going to cover 9 crucial tips for the new type 2 diabetics, including easy strategies that you won't hear from most doctors, but can quickly improve blood sugar and insulin function, as well as the latest science on specific foods which have an outsized impact, and much, much more. First up, cutting out added sugar is the most important step to get your body working properly. Things like soda and orange juice are some of the worst offenders. When you flood your body with sugar, your blood glucose levels spike. Frequent spikes lead to insulin resistance, where your cells become damaged and less responsive to insulin. Insulin's main role is to help glucose, or sugar, move from your blood and into the cells in your muscles, where it can be used for energy. But with insulin resistance, glucose builds up in the bloodstream instead. This leads to nerve damage, fatigue, and heart disease. As we'll discuss, there are a number of things that drive this, but added sugar is the very worst, especially in liquid form. In fact, a study published in the journal Diabetes Care found that drinking just 1 can of soda per day is associated with a whopping 67% increase in diabetes risk. That's an enormous effect, and considering that 48% of Americans drink soda every single day, it's one of the biggest opportunities for improving health. Of course, this applies to all forms of added sugar, whether it's soda, juice, sugar in your coffee, or things like candy and frosting. Don't worry, we've got plenty of ninja swaps to help you enjoy your favorites without the sugar rush. Click the subscribe button now to see more videos about that. Now, it's true that sugar is an additive. It literally triggers the dopamine receptors in your brain. So while some people struggle to give it up at first, you'll quickly adjust when you cut back. Give it a week or two. Furthermore, you'll likely feel more energetic because the glucose you do have in your blood can actually be used to produce energy. Instead of drinking juice, try chilled hibiscus tea, lemon water, mint, or your favorite berries infused in water. Instead of soda, add a dash of sparkling mineral water to these. Try it and see for yourself. They taste really great. Studies have shown that both hibiscus tea and lemons significantly improve insulin resistance, as well as other benefits for blood pressure and immunity. On that note, staying hydrated is one of the most important things you can do to beat diabetes. Drink plenty of water. It's crucial because it helps your body flush out excess glucose through urine. When your blood sugar is high, your kidneys work overtime to filter the excess glucose. This process requires water, so you need to drink more. Make water your primary drink of choice, as well as things like lemon water, chamomile tea, green tea, and hibiscus tea. At number 7, eating a protein-rich breakfast is particularly beneficial for type 2 diabetes or pre-diabetes. A recent 14-day study conducted in the University of Missouri divided diabetic participants into 2 groups. One group ate a high-protein breakfast while the other had a high-carb breakfast like cereal or toast. The high-protein group had significantly lower blood sugar throughout the day. Eating protein first helps slow the absorption of carbohydrates, which can prevent spikes in your blood sugar. Plus, protein requires more energy for your body to digest, boosting your body's sugar burning or metabolism. Protein also influences hormones related to hunger and satiety, such as ghrelin and peptide YY, helping to control appetite and reducing the likelihood of snacking on unhealthy foods later in the day. For a protein-rich breakfast, go for an option like eggs, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, nuts, and chia seeds. Add your favorite low-sugar fruits, especially berries. At number 6, reducing refined carbs is crucial for managing blood sugar. Refined carbs like bread, pasta, and rice are quickly broken down into glucose. Just like sugar or soda, these carbs cause rapid blood sugar spikes. You don't necessarily have to give up carbs entirely, but the key is choosing the right carbs, ones that are minimally processed, fiber-rich, and nutrient-dense. Your new go-to carbs? Non-starchy vegetables, legumes, fruits, and berries. Yes, they contain carbs, but they're the good kind, bundled with fiber and nutrients that help balance your blood sugar. Eat the rainbow. Fill your plate with a variety of colorful veggies and fruits because those foods have the most antioxidants that are going to support insulin function. And bread lovers, don't worry. You can still enjoy your favorite food by switching to breads made from nut flours and strategic ingredients like pumpkin. Get our free downloadable PDF recipe book, Amazing Alternatives to Rice, Pasta, and Bread, which contains over 50 delicious low-carb recipes, as well as other comprehensive resources to help you fight diabetes. They're completely free. We'll leave a link to that in the description, or visit us at diabeticstalk.com. Okay, moving on. Number 5, eat more healthy fats. When you cut out carbs, it can leave you feeling hungry, right? It's a hormonal adjustment, but the best thing you can do is fill it with the healthy fats. Just like protein, fats from avocados, nuts, and olive oil help to satiate your appetite, making you feel less hungry. They also dampen blood glucose spikes from any fruits or foods you'll eat later in the day. But more than that, these healthy fats increase the bioavailability of vitamins like A, D, E, and vitamin K. For example, studies show that pairing avocado with tomatoes or carrots significantly enhances the absorption of vitamins from those foods. Nuts such as almonds and walnuts are packed with omega-3 fatty acids, which are essential for brain health and reducing inflammation. They also contain vitamin E and magnesium, which have been shown to combat diabetes. Likewise, avocados and olive oil are rich in oleic acid, which has been shown to reduce inflammation associated with diabetes and heart disease. At number 4, sleep is the third pillar of health. Studies show that even just one night of inadequate sleep can result in higher blood sugar levels the following day. Moreover, disorders like sleep apnea are common among individuals with type 2 diabetes or prediabetes. The relationship is bidirectional. Not only can poor sleep worsen blood sugar control, but uncontrolled blood sugar can also disrupt sleep patterns. Furthermore, sleep quality affects appetite and weight. Inadequate sleep leads to hormone imbalances, increasing levels of ghrelin, the hormone that stimulates appetite, and decreasing levels of leptin, the hormone that signals fullness. This imbalance can lead to overeating and weight gain, both major risk factors for diabetes. Here's some practical tips. Firstly, establish a consistent sleep schedule. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. This regulates your internal clock, making it easier to fall asleep and wake up naturally. Creating a calming bedtime routine can also signal to your body that it's time to wind down. About an hour before bed, engage in relaxing activities such as reading a book, taking a warm bath, or practicing gentle yoga. Avoid stimulating activities like scrolling through your phone, as the blue light emitted by screens can interfere with the production of melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep. Pay attention to your sleep environment. Your bedroom should be a sanctuary for sleep, cool, quiet, and dark. You might consider using blackout curtains, a white noise machine, or earplugs to create an optimal sleep setting. See what works for you here. And of course, make sure your mattress and pillows are comfortable and supportive. There's nothing better. What you eat and drink before bed matters too. Avoid large meals, caffeine, and alcohol close to bedtime. Similarly, stress impacts both sleep and insulin resistance. So do what you need to do to reduce stress, whether it's making time for a hobby, relaxation techniques like deep breathing and meditation, or getting out into nature. At number 3, monitor your blood sugar levels. Different foods affect people differently. Think of your body as a unique ecosystem. So even if you're sticking to all of the best foods, it's best to monitor your blood sugar and learn how different foods impact you. You have options for tracking blood sugar. Traditional glucose meters use a finger prick to give you a snapshot of your levels in that moment. Or, for a more comprehensive picture, continuous glucose monitors, or CGMs, offer constant tracking, providing more detailed data on your body's responses to foods and activities. Pair your chosen monitoring method with a food journal for best results. For example, sweet potatoes are incredibly nutritious, and studies have shown that they combat insulin resistance, but for some people, they skyrocket blood sugar. By tracking your blood sugar and food intake, you can learn in a month or so what foods work for your body. Of course, everything else we've discussed in this video will have a huge impact, but monitoring and understanding how foods affect you is ultimately going to get the best results. At number 2, exercise is key. When you exercise, your muscles use glucose for energy, which helps lower blood sugar levels. Plus, at the cellular level, exercise enhances the function and number of mitochondria, the powerhouses of your cells. Mitochondria are responsible for producing energy from glucose and fat. When you exercise, you increase the efficiency and capacity of your mitochondria to burn glucose. If you're new to exercise or have limitations, start with gentle activities. Walking after meals has been shown to balance blood sugar more than walking at other times. Likewise, yoga, Pilates, Tai Chi, or swimming are excellent for those with limited mobility. The most important part is that consistency is key. Find activities you enjoy, which make it easier to stick with them. Whether it's dancing, skating, or cycling, regular exercise is key. If you're strong and capable, weight training is ultimately going to give you the best results because strong muscles means strong mitochondria, which is going to improve insulin sensitivity and burn more glucose even when you're not working out. And at number 1, eat your cruciferous veggies. Cruciferous vegetables such as broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, and kale are nutritional powerhouses that offer a multitude of health benefits, particularly for improving insulin sensitivity. Rich in vitamins, minerals, and fiber, these vegetables are also packed with phytochemicals. One of the key compounds in cruciferous vegetables is sulforaphane, a potent antioxidant shown to improve insulin sensitivity. Moreover, sulforaphane supports artery health by reducing inflammation and preventing the buildup of plaque in your arteries. This lowers the risk of cardiovascular disease and heart attack, which are common complications of diabetes. To maximize the benefits of cruciferous vegetables, chop them and then let them sit for about 40 minutes before cooking. This significantly increases their sulforaphane content. Likewise, eating these veggies raw gives you up to 10 times as much sulforaphane, so try raw broccoli with hummus or your favorite dip. For more powerful foods, watch our video on 13 incredible foods that reduce blood sugar. We'll leave a link to that in the description or click the image on your screen.